The slot gave me an 800x win. 20 pence turned into 160 pounds. I stopped, closed the browser. Mission accomplished. 2 days later, I came back and lost everything I had won. That's when I realized I walked away at the peak of the wave. I should have stayed, done 10 to 15 more spins, let it pay out the rest. Now that's exactly what I do, and it actually works. Full video is on the channel. All the tricks, big wins, and useful links in my Telegram. Link in the description. Join if you want to play with a clear head. I think everyone has a moment in life when they do something right and still end up feeling like an idiot. I had one of those nights. I was at home, had dinner, fridge was empty, opened my laptop thinking, I'll spin a few games just so I don't feel like I'm wasting my time. 20 pounds on the balance, classic. Bet 20 pence. Everything is going smoothly. 5 minutes in, bonus round. I got a little tense, but nothing major. I thought, 40 times and I'm out. First spin, 30x. Second, nothing. Third, 120x. And then the real show began. 60x, 80x, 250x. I didn't even have time to grasp what was happening or where it was coming from. In the end, I won 800 times what I bet. 160 pounds. Clean. Instantly. And then I did something that, well, let's say 95% of people at that moment would have said, respect, you are a class act. I closed the game. Just quit. It didn't give me a rush. I stayed calm. Like, I took it. I left. A real pro, damn it. But 2 days later, I went back to that slot. Because, gambling is like your ex. You think, maybe we should try just once more as we broke up on good terms. I log in. Balance, 50 pounds. 5 minutes, down 20 pounds. 10 minutes, down another 30 pounds. No bonus, no signs, nothing. Like the slot didn't even recognize me. That's when it hit me. I left last time, at the absolute peak. Then I started remembering other times I'd won, left, and came back later hoping for a repeat, and lost, almost every time. And that's when it clicked. You're not just taking the money and leaving. You might be cutting off a wave that could have kept going. I'm not a techie or a casino developer, but I have a hunch. Just a human instinct. When a slot opens up, it might be in a certain phase. It's not mysticism, it's algorithmic rhythm. Even if you just hit a win, it might still be in payout mode. Not necessarily 800 times again, but maybe 100 times, 50 times, more bonuses, a streak of smaller wins, but only if you don't run away like a kid after failing a test. After that, I started testing. I played different slots. Every time I hit a big bonus, I stayed, hung in for another 15 to 20 spins, sometimes lowered my bet. Here's what happened. In one slot, second bonus after 9 spins. In another, a streak of 20x to 40x wins. In a third, nothing, just 20 dead spins. But on average, about 3 out of 5 times after a big win, another spike followed. And that's when I realized the mistake I made that night. Closing the slot after a big win. Sure, you lock in a profit, but you cut off the chance to squeeze out the max. It's like finding treasure, digging up one chest and saying, hey, that's enough, while 3 more are sticking out of the ground. Anyway, a week later, I played a different slot. Balance, 50 pounds. Bet, 40 pence. Bonus, almost 600. And this time, I knew what to do. I didn't leave. I just lowered the bet to 20 pence and did 20 more spins. On the 12th, another bonus. It gave a 70 times win. Then came a streak, 25x, 18x, 90x final balance. 50 pounds turned into 330 pounds. And yes, that time I left, but on the way down, not at the very top. This isn't a universal trick. Sometimes the slot just spits out a bonus and goes dead. But if you're not a fool and can spot the pattern, there's a real chance of catching a second wave. Since then, I have a rule. If a slot pays big, don't run. Do at least 10 to 15 more spins. No raising the bet, no emotions. Stay calm. Feel it. Did it give everything, or is there more? You'll be surprised how often the slot still breathes in that moment. If you play like a monkey with a button, you'll lose. But if you play like a smart person, this works. It really changes the outcome. Now, if you want to know what slots I'm currently testing, what platforms haven't screwed me over, what bonuses they actually pay, there's a link in the description to my Telegram channel. I won't drop links here because YouTube hates casino content. Everything I can't say publicly is there. Big wins, losses, tricks, observations. No fluff, no spammy ads. Just experience. If you want to play differently from the crowd, join in. If you just want to blow your cash, this ain't for you. I don't promise wins, but I do promise you'll start to understand what's going on in the game, and that is already half the battle. Good luck. Just stay sharp and don't let your emotions take over. A win isn't the end. Sometimes it's the beginning.